Terrifics, issue 13. Jeff Lemire writing, Joe Bennett on the art. So this is Linya's assembling the others. She's like hoping they'll show up, and of course Plastic Man does with his son, who seems to be taken with Linya. They seem to be sharing a little awkward moment, but they're like, "Oh hey,
No,
hi."
yeah, well, because they're both teenagers,
Yeah.
right? Like they're both like. My favorite part was the son bonding with Rex
Oh yes.
over their distaste of Plastic Man. That cracked me up. Like
Honestly,
that was such a good moment.
Rex appearing and just immediately like giving Plastic Man shit just filled me with joy. I was like, yes,
Yep.
yes, these
Yep.
characters like this is why I love this
It's
book.
I don't know much about Fantastic Four, but there's one thing I really do enjoy, and it's the rivalry between the Thing and Human Torch.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's this big brother, little brother thing. And like you could say this is similar, but there is more of a rivalry here where you feel like Rex really doesn't like Plastic Man. But their team, he's gonna work with them. And so I credit with Lemire with building it to make it different. Like we joked that this is a Fantastic Four ripoff, but like it's different enough, I think, right?
I would argue it's a Fantastic Four improvement, but you know, it's...
Yeah.
I kid. Also, just to remind you, the Dreadfuls, the Metal Morpho, Phantom Boy, and Phasma Man. I just want to, sorry, Plasma Man, not Phasma Man.
Plasma Man.
Plasma Man. So so Terrific's with his wife from another Earth, who has become Mrs. Terrific essentially. She died on his Earth, and he died on her Earth. It's a very
Same way.
It's a very Spider Gwen thing.
Yeah.
That's what I compare it to. It's very Spider Gwen, and that is they basically flipped the roles. But so they basically start hopping through the multiverse to get away from the Dreadfuls, but they're being tracked. So they're just kind of hopping from Earth to Earth to go from Earth,
Hyperspace tracking, just like in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, to 51.
Crazy.
And then they have a moment where they almost kiss, and it's like, hey, we should probably like keep our head straight and not like succumb to our emotions because this is kind of weird.
I like seeing the other Earths because we get the Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah, we get
version.
That's 19, I think. Then we get a Bizarro Earth. We get Batman Beyond. That's Earth 12. Earth 30, Earth 8, Earth 5. All these different ones. They end up in a very snowy landscape. That's 30. Yes, 30 is the last one to get to. And then basically, like they're done for, and then the Terrifics show up with Tesla Strong, and also Plastic Man's son's got a costume now, and that's what we're doing. And Joe, what I'll say about this issue, this read so freaking quick. See, when I got to this final page, I was like, wait, it's done? No, more.
Yep, I did the same. I got to the last page, and I was like, man, come on, Lemire. What are you doing? You ain't Bendis? What are you doing this to me for? Real quick, you brought up the different Earths.
Yes.
Earth 30, the snowy one, that's the Russian Superman.
Oh, is that Red Sun?
Red Sun. And then Earth 8 is the not Avengers, I'll call it. Like they're the heroes that look like Marvel. I forget their names. But yeah, so I was just flipping through and wanted to point that out. But yeah, I got to the last page and they all show up, and I went to turn it, and it was the ad for this Ridley Pearson Super Sons book.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. But yeah, go Terrifics go, which that's the Knights chant too for hockey is go Knights go. So I read that in that pace, and maybe I like Plastic Man that much more. But they got what's her name, the from Tom Strong,
Tesla Strong,
his dot, Tessa, thank you, Tesla. Which I liked. I like that he's tying his run together.
Yeah, because there's a cliffhanger on where like, oh, how do we even find them going through the multiverse? And she's like, oh, I know who we can call. So it gives you this little tease, and it's like, okay, so who they getting help from? And at the end it says Tesla Strong. So no, this was delightful. The character interaction, I'm into them saving Mr. Fantastic. Like, I am so glad this book is continuing.
Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Terrific,
Freudian slip.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was delightful. I mean, it's a very quick read, but I mean, I had fun with it. I mean, it's not the best the art has been. The art has definitely been better with some of the other artists we've had on it.
Yeah, it was a little bit like the ink felt a little bit heavy in some of those. Like when the Terrifics are standing there waiting for everyone to show up, some of those pages on Linya, the shading's real heavy, but that's minor. Trying to think. I love Rex's entrance because he comes in as gas through the vents.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool.
As does Element Dog. Let's not forget.
Don't forget that either. So, But yeah, it's real cool. I'm excited for Yang to take over the book, but kind of sad to see Lemire go because you can tell he's just having a blast, like playing with the multiverse and all these different versions and what it means for these characters. I thoroughly enjoy.
He's too busy making properties that are making him rich from TV deals to continue with this sort of nonsense.
As one does, he is really great. I am planning on reading Black Hammer, so curious to see how that fits in with this, because it is his kind of ode to superheroes, right?
Oh yeah, there's several characters like that's kind of that character, that's kind of that character.
Yeah, and I kind of feel that's what Terrifics is a little piece of. It's like a flavor. Almost I'm like going, hey, you guys like what I'm doing here? Well, over at Dark Horse, I have a whole universe of this kind of stuff.
Dark Horse, of course, is a lot sadder and melancholic. But, sorry, Black Hammer is a lot more, not Dark Horse in general. Dark Horse in general is a lot of things.
I get what you're saying, though. But yeah, it's... what are you rating Terrifics?
It's delightful. Straight 8 for me. I had a blast. Unless it's too quick of a read's a complaint, which I don't think it is. I think that just means... I mean, unless you go through it and there's just like no words and it's just like, 2-page spread of like static images the whole time. I think this is just a quick read because it just flowed so well.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with the 8. It's like you keep saying delightful, and that's the perfect word for this.
It's delightful.